Hey there, YouTube! Welcome back to Maxwell Starr's Beer Review. Special guest tonight, Hyde Almighty. Gonna take a look at the sequel to Beau's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Ooh. So Mr. Hyde from Beau's Brewing. Was it Beau's All Natural Brewery? It's even got a different little cap than the other one had. It doesn't have the tractor. It's just got this all natural. Tastes better. See, it's got this different looking cap on the top.
Just a second, I'll be right back. I forgot to turn on the Alice Cooper.
Go ahead. Alright, I'll introduce the beer. So, Beau's All Natural Brewing Co., 10 Terry Fox Drive, Van Cleek Hill, Ontario, just outside of Ottawa. This one here is from number 14 in the Wild Oats series. Says 2011 at the bottom. This was released with Dr. Jekyll to be a Halloween beer, like a harvest time beer. This one is bottle number 1262. 600 milliliter bottle, 6.7 ABV, and it is got 30% rye malt, so it is, I believe, the second rye beer to be reviewed on this channel. While I'm keeping count, who cares? So this one, it's got the same kind of artwork. Of course, Dr. Jekyll had an alter ego, Mr. Hyde, where he'd turn into it if he saw a full moon or whatever the shit was, if you remember the story.
He had some potion or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. So this one's like basically supposed to be Dr. Jekyll on crack, which is, I hope, a bit better than the other one, because while it was good, it was kind of lackluster. So, let's take a look at this beer. Wild Oats series. I don't know too much about their Wild Oats. This beer, thank you very much, Brew by Me. This was sent to us from Ontario by Brew by Me. He was nice enough to, in the beer tray, to include a couple of these beers, and I think he got this one from the brewery, and it came in a 2-pack with Dr. Jekyll with a nice limited edition pink 45 record in the back, which is got some like indie music on it, which is actually pretty cool. I might, and it's also got the theme song for Beau's Love Tread. Beau's Love Tread Lager Ale.
It was like a radio spot or something?
Well, it was like a radio spot sounding thing with a country music kind of love tread thing. Whatever.
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 I want that cap. So, let's give this a pour into my Stella glass here. So the only other rye beer I've had was that, the Daymark Rising Tide.
Did you overpour?
Possibly.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh my god. Could that have been any closer?
That's what she said. Pull out in time. Alright, put that in my back pocket. So, let's see here.
Yeah, you put that one in your back pocket.
Yeah, alright. Got like a yellowy head to it. I don't know if I give me any more or not.
That's how I roll.
So there's the cap from the Dr. Jekyll. You can see that it's actually got, for all you cap collectors here, you might find that kind of interesting.
It's different than the regular ones.
I don't know if you can really see it from there, but...
It doesn't have a tractor on it.
Woohoo! So I'm definitely keeping that one for my collection. That'll be kind of cool. Both bottles were sent to me by Brew by Me. Thank you very much. Listen to the Alice Cooper in the background. Being almost too drunk to sit down properly. Okay, so looking at this, it's definitely a bit darker than the other one, and it's got quite a bit more head. You didn't get any head at all. Again,
I'm just awesome like that.
Maybe I just don't care.
I got floaties in mine. Look at it, floaties.
Oh, you get the bottom crap.
I got floaties.
Oh, gross. Yeah, I got floaties too. Look at that.
Nice.
You can see like these little specks of. They're almost blue.
What? What the fuck?
Oh, they're dark. There's all kinds of floaty shit. They're almost sitting static in there. Like
they're like stuck to the sides, dude.
They're stuck to the sides, and yeah, but if you even look in further past those, you can see them floating in there, and they almost like not even moving. I also don't see any carbonation in this thing.
Nope, not much.
That's interesting. That's really kind of weird.
This is way darker than the Rising Tide was.
Yeah, this is like a deep orange, like a burnt orange.
This is what I expected rye beer to look like. Not
exactly.
The pale thing that... Not that the Rising Tide was
Rising Tide was delicious.
But
this is kind of like, you're expecting more...
This is what I kind of more expected it to look like.
Take a sniff of it. I don't know if that's the smell of the soap on my hands or if I'm smelling the beer right. I'm almost getting nothing off of that.
I get very little smell, maybe like a tiny bit of orange.
Little, kind of a sweet orange.
Just a tiny, tiny bit, like if you really
huff
huff
it.
it.
Sweet malt. And moving my hands behind me because I just washed them.
Remember, kids, that's the first step to
Tiny
hygiene.
bit of, almost like a tiny bit of soap.
Maybe a little. I find this isn't soapy like
Almost
the
lavender.
The Three Fields was. But, yeah, very, very little aroma on this. Almost nothing.
Yeah, there's almost nothing coming off of this. I mean, what's there smells really good. But
I don't think I'm even getting enough to make an informed choice.
Let me see yours to see if I get any more of yours. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot coming off of there. Maybe a little bit of citrus.
Yeah, tiny bit of sweet orange, but that's about it.
Nothing. Well, whatever. Let's give it a taste.
Okay, it's a lot more bitter than the Jekyll was.
A lot more bitter.
This is
like an earthy bitter.
Almost a rye PA.
It's not very spicy. But generally a rye is supposed to be a bit spicy in the malt character, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh wait, there's a little bit. I think that's more like the hops. Let's see here. Oh, the taste analysis. There's not really much taste on the tip of the tongue. Maybe a little bit of sweetness. Not very much. Very bland. Not bland, but a little mild. The sweetness... There's not a lot of sweetness in this thing here. There's a little touch of it in the back, but it's pretty much masked by any kind of like earthy bitterness that you get in the very back.
This kind of tastes like some rye bread with some hot bitterness on it. This is kind of what you seem to be looking for in a rye beer. When the other one ended up just kind of delivering a really good pale ale, this one seems more rye-ish.
It's more like rye bread compared. But I don't know if I like this one quite as much as the as that Daymark, because I thought the Daymark was great.
Yeah, it was pretty fabulous. Congratulations, Maine, assuming you're watching this.
Yeah, if you're watching it. But it's got this like a little bit of like a caramel sweetness in the back. Maybe a hint of like a rye bread.
A little bit of caramel,
taste, and a little bit of caramel, a little bit of something, a little bit of like a pungent, like a little bit spicy. But that could just be coming from the it tastes like almost like they use like a Fuggles hop or a Golding's hop or some kind of thing.
Could be.
Because it's got a very almost peppery, earthy bitterness coming out in the back. And
definitely scarier than the Jekyll was.
Yeah, it's definitely got some more meat on its bones than the Jekyll did.
Definitely heavier body, more floaties, more bitterness.
Finish is quite dry. It leaves a little bit of wetness in the very back of the tongue, but for the most part, dry. I don't mind it.
Definitely an improvement over the other.
Yeah. So we want to sit down with this one?
I think we should.
All right, we're going to sit down with this one for a bit. We're going to come back with some thoughts. Be right back.
Ooh.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
So for reals this time?
For reals. I see the orange light on the top.
Nice.
And we're back with Mr. Hyde from Beau's All Natural Brewing Company.
I finished mine during an outtake.
Yeah, we didn't. It's not technically an outtake if we didn't record it. Forgot to hit friggin' record. Hi, Diego. Not gonna knock the tripod off again, are you?
Come here, bud.
So now we're quite buzzed.
Yep, because I finished it because I thought we were taping.
That's actually Fuzz moving the camera and not the...
Not the cat this time.
Well, the cat moved it and then I moved
cat
it back.
And you fixed it? Well, thank you.
I will be your cameraman
You're
for
a
this.
cameraman?
For this bit.
It's not the first time you've been a cameraman.
No, I've made guest appearances on here before.
Yeah, just one.
Yeah.
I think it was that Harvest Moon.
That's
right. From Big Tide.
Yep.
Anyway, so the rye beer from Beau's. What do we think of this particular one?
Well, it was more interesting than the Dr. Jekyll was, but
Yeah, I'd have to say I liked it better than the Dr. Jekyll just because
It was more
it had
interesting.
more interesting taste to it.
Had more flavor.
More flavor. I wouldn't call it something absolutely I really enjoy. Well, I did enjoy it. I wouldn't call it absolutely something I really would want to like drink again or something I would really want to go out in my way to pick up. But it was
nice for
actually
a
a really
change.
nice, delicious beer. Yes, exactly. It was something interesting to try. I probably would buy this again. I think you said you didn't. If I ever saw this in an NB liquor store or something different.
Well,
to
my
try.
point was more that you'd never see it in an NB liquor store.
No, probably not.
Partially because of its limited run, partially because NB liquor sucks.
Yeah, the selection.
Although they did
in
get the
NB still-
spruce beer, so
Yeah, that's actually a weird one. I mean, really, the NB liquor.
maybe they're trying to clean up their act a little.
Who knows?
Who knows?
We can always hope for the best.
You can always contact them. They actually will take requests and have things brought into you.
Right, what, the NB liquors?
Yep.
You did that a couple times with the like rum.
For a rum, I called in a rum
Fuzz
once.
here is a big rum fan. If you want to appear on camera or something.
Yeah.
We got our other buddy Fuzzy here, who's brought back some stuff for us from the channel before.
Right. You can call NB Liquor and they will give you like you say, hey, order this, and they'll ship in a case. And if it sells well, they'll continue it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did one for like a Pratt. Was it Pratt? No,
Pratt.
something else. It was a different rum. I'm a big rum fan, so you know.
He's a rummy.
I try, but every once in a while,
Where is
I
the rum?
I come up
Brings
with some
back
good
some-
beers.
This is something I don't need to do a little extra video of it. But he brought this back for us from Toronto, which is pretty cool. It is Denison's Bavarian style wheat beer, so that should be interesting. So that's like a German Hefeweizen kind of style.
So, according to the beer
Bavarian.
internet, possibly the
Internets.
second or third best beer in Ontario, only available in Toronto.
Nice. Wonder if Rhino's gotten a hold of these. Anyway, yeah, this should be really kind of cool to try because I wasn't really even aware of its existence before tonight.
Surprise!
Woohoo! Sometimes you know I go
Free
away
beer,
for
yay!
I go away for trips and I come back with free beer. In exchange, my cat doesn't die.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works.
Hyde Almighty looks after the cat. But you've actually been pretty good at picking some beers before. Like you brought us back those Creemore Springs, like the Pilsner and the Yerbach, which were absolutely fantastic. by
Yeah,
the way.
I
They
got
were
that
really
in Ottawa, I think. Thank you. Wasn't thank you. Yes,
You're welcome.
yes. I got that in Ottawa on a trip for another business.
Was it
Yeah.
wrestling or frisbee?
Wrestling. That one was wrestling. So
So you may see Mr. Fuzz here on some other
What were you
internet
doing Toronto
videos.
for? Was it wrestling or was it
no, that was for
That was
work.
real-
work.
that was real work.
the actual work? You know, he does have a job, you know.
A real job that doesn't involve a zebra outfit
Yes, wrestling or frisbee.
or frisbee.
Or one of those signs on the sidewalk where you have like free sandwiches or something like that.
Yeah.
No, no.
Anyway,
no
so
sandwich work.
what are we going to give the Dr.
that's
Jekyll?
I'm gonna give it a high 3.5 out of 5.
I'd say that's a reasonable rating.
Really reasonable session. Yeah, it's not an absolutely incredible beer, but it's actually a really nice beer.
Interesting.
But it's interesting, and it was more interesting than the Dr. Jekyll, just because a little bit more than it was exciting. It was more exciting, but it wasn't absolutely great. Not like world class, but even so, thank you very much from Brew by Me. I really love the beers so far that you've sent me, and I've still got a ton more at home to drink.
And the bottles are cool.
The bottles are cool. The bottles. Cool. Alright.
We're drunk.
We're really drunk.
Scott, not so much.
Yeah, he hasn't had a single drink yet. I hope he doesn't because he's the driver.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Remember, kids, designated drivers save lives.
DD's driving safe. Like, Fuzz is our designated driver. Shake?
All the time.
Thank you. Always have a designated driver.
Absolutely. It's very true.
It's cool,
Alright.
kids.
It's cool to have a DD. You know it.
It's still save your life. It's not cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Don't drive drunk, dude.
Never
Alright.
drink and drive. Never.
Thanks for watching Maxwell Starr's Beer
You'll
Reviews
find
special
you-
guest.
Kick your ass.
Thanks for watching Maxwell Starr's Beer Reviews. Special guest, Hyde Almighty and The Fuzz.
Hey.
Talk to you later. Cheers.